Hello everyone, this is Charles Walhingford back again with another watch video, and this is my Money No Object Grail Watch Challenge video. Like myself, I've challenged myself, but I've also challenged some other YouTubers. Make sure you check out their videos on their Money No Object watch. But let's go ahead and get started with my Money No Object watch. This is my glorious Money No Object Grail Watch, the Walhingford und Söhne double split. This reference number is 404032. The watch is known as a double split second chronograph. It's the only double split chronograph watch in existence. It's also known as a double rapapante. This clean look of the dial I attribute to, one, the font size. On the outer portions of the dial, the font size isn't too large. Then the second counter and the hands are very thin. And then you have the applied stick markers rather than numerals. And in addition to that, to make this watch even cleaner, there's nothing added like you would see in a usual Walhingford und Söhne watch with a large date. Walhingford und Söhne is known to have large date watches. This has no date. I think that really cleaned this very busy dial up. Also, what I like about this dial is that outer ring steps down onto the main portion of the dial. I love that also, creating a little bit of shadow and organization. And lastly, not to forget, it's a basic looking case, but it's the perfect case with pink gold. Let me give you a little bit of a down and dirty explanation of what a rapapante is actually about, or what it is, for some of you who are not familiar. A rapapante is the chronograph. So let's talk about the chronograph. Chronograph is a very basic complication that everybody is familiar with. Stopwatch complication. That's what it is. It's a stopwatch. If you want to step that up a little bit more, you can upgrade your stopwatch or your chronograph with the flyback feature, where the second hands can be reset and restarted in one click without stopping the second hand in the first place. The next upgrade to the chronograph is the rapapante, where you can have a seconds counter stacked on top of each other, where the user can track multiple times without resetting the chronograph. That's a serious complication, but this watch is a double rapapante. So we have an extremely complicated watch. Now, let's look at something else that's extraordinary about this watch, the case back. Absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely unadulterated, frank watch porn. Why? Because we can see everything happening. This watch is ran on the Walhingford caliber 1001.1. It's manually wound. It's a double rapapante, as I explained, with a jumping minute counter. 4 screw down gold chantons, and it has 40 jewels. It is ran with where it is running at 21,600 VPH. That's a low VPH, but it's needed because, or else this watch would have no power reserve. It already runs on a kind of meager 36-hour power reserve. If it had any more power reserve, this watch would probably be ridiculously large. At 43 millimeters in width and a height of 15 millimeters, this watch is absolutely wearable. There are some watches that are extremely complicated that kind of aren't wearable. And of course, the price, yes, $100,015,700. All right, lastly, guys, this watch represents me. It represents Charles Walhingford. I could have chose a beautiful, super complex double tourbillon, maybe a gyro tourbillon, maybe a minute repeater tourbillon, or something along those lines. But I wanted a watch that even though this is extreme luxury, I wanted to have purpose and I wanted it to be amazing. The tourbillon is beautiful, but we all know the purpose of it really is kind of moot these days. That's why I chose this watch. I can't wait to see everybody else's watch. I can't wait to see what they have in store. All right, that is my Money No Object Grail watch.